inside, but only a couple of yards to Jordan Mason on that one. Billy Bowman, another one of the rookies that Atlanta's asking to change this defense, made the play.
You know, we talk so much about James Pierce and Jalen Walker, the 2 first-round draft picks on the edge, but it has been Xavier Watts, the All-American safety out of Notre Dame, and Billy Bowman, the slot defender out there that have made more big plays than anybody.
Billy Bowman,
Watts really had a chance
one of
for
the
3 interceptions in the game
Atlanta's
last
asking
week.
to change this
They
defense.
are very high on him. Both of them. We talk so much about James Pierce and Jalen Walker, 2 first-round draft picks on the edge. But it has been Xavier Watts, the All-American safety out of Notre Dame, and Billy.
Did a good job downfield. Chris, it was the struggle in the start of the game at Soldier Field where the Vikings had just 19 first quarter yards, 23 here tonight. So this is the second game. But what happened Monday night? They didn't panic. And that includes the rookie quarterback.
It does, but he's going to get different looks every single time. And he has gotten a lot tonight. And if they're going to be that exotic with their looks up front and their 5-man fronts that they've been using, you got to make them pay for that with Justin Jefferson. At some point, he's one-on-one.
McCarthy looking that way.
Six-man look, and they'll drop out Diablo here right underneath the routes that they were trying to throw, and that led to the sack there.
180. That's hot. Turbo's hot.
Movement up front.
False start, offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
There's nothing like hearing a 300-pound defensive line giggle. Yeah.
Let's go back and hear it again.
Turbo's hot.
I'm telling you, it's the greatest room. We used to go hang out in the back of the defensive line room. They're the funniest human beings on earth. I'm telling you, it's like that all the time.
That was Brandon Dorless, 295 pounds of a chuckle. Makes it second and 9. Side give Mason. Good.
Yes.
Continue. Sledgehammer work to get close to the first down. Needed to get to the 31, maybe just a touch shot.
And those are some of the plays that were really working for them a week ago. They started pulling these offensive linemen, but it was his finishes that really made the difference. The difference between getting hit and that being a 4-yard gain, instead now you're down in 3rd and 1, just makes all the difference in the world. That power element to this offense is something we just haven't seen for a little while.
Give a couple of those yards to the rookie, Donovan Jackson.
Yeah.
Just grabbed him and pulled him for a couple more. Needing one, and they'll get it with Mason for the first down. When Christian McCaffrey was injured, Mason took more of a role and was effective. And with all the big-ticket numbers that they had to pay salary cap-wise in San Francisco, they couldn't keep him. And now he's here with the Vikings.
Yeah, this is an interesting offense, and they really, they've got the big player obviously with Jefferson, and you just get the feeling at some point here they're winding him up. At some point they're going to see somebody they like on Jefferson, but they've been staying in that 2-deep safety look, trying to avoid that possibility.
Both backs in now, Mason and Jones. McCarthy pressure, and he's going to go down. Down, but it'll be a sack as they closed in on him with the veteran Leonard Floyd. Wherever he goes, he gets 8 or more sacks in the last few years. He's got one here.
But it's that 5-man front once again that's really been bugging this offensive line. And what that does is it creates one-on-one for their best pass rusher. But you can see across the board that 5-man front is creating one-on-ones for the better pass rushers of the Falcons.
1 sack last week, 2 already in the first half for Atlanta. Second and long, McCarthy across the middle for TJ Hawkinson. It's incomplete, and there is Divine Diablo. If you watch the Falcons and he stays healthy, you're going to see number 0 a lot this year.
That's exactly what Jeff Ulbrich was talking about. That former safety body that has grown into a linebacker body that still has the moves and the athleticism of a safety. And I'll go back. That's Fred Warner. That's exactly the style that they played in San Francisco. And they are so excited that they have one of those here with Atlanta.
Diablo is with the Raiders to start his career. 3rd and 18 on the edge of field goal range. Can't give up a sack. McCarthy bouncing, firing, caught for the first down, but now the ball's out. And Thielen ruled a catch for Adam Thielen, Minnesota's own.
Take a look. Knees down. Did it move a little once it hit the ground?
So look at that. Vikings are on the ball. Subs happen, so they held it for a second. Falcons not challenging for the moment. First down inside the 20. McCarthy going towards the goal line. It is caught at the 1 by Naylor. So back-to-back throws by McCarthy to Thielen and then Naylor. And it's 1st and goal for the Vikings.
It's been Naylor so far running these one-on-one routes against A.J. Terrell, the best for the Falcons. And we were doing some quick counting there. I think they had 10 out there.
Go.
They did indeed. That makes it easier.
Sure does. And McCarthy getting into a rhythm on this drive. Mason the back, 1st and goal. Officially from the 2. Fake it, he lost the ball on the fake. He was not touched when he was down, so he keeps it alive, and it's incomplete as Jefferson streaks across the back of the end zone.
I don't even know what that was. I couldn't tell if he was trying to pitch the thing out to Mason or not at the end of this thing. It was going to fake that flip, and he was going to turn around and throw a pass. He was like me with that pin in Baltimore. I accidentally slipped it in the guy's hair right in the front row. Didn't mean to do it, but I don't think he did either.
For those who were with us that night, who remember that, we've been talking about that pretty much every week the last 3 years. It's only a pen. The guy had a lot of hair. 2nd and goal. And a whistle here. And a delay of game. And Kevin O'Connell not happy.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
Vikings had some trouble with timing of getting out of the huddle during the middle part of the game in Chicago on Monday night. And we're unhappy there as the substitutions were going on and McCarthy was being held from taking the snap. And that's why it was delay a game.
And those play calls aren't easy. They're all around 15 words, and we have had plenty of conversations with McCarthy about calling those plays.
From the 7-yard line, JJ pressure on from behind. No, it's not advocated. Beg your pardon. Jalen Walker around the edge, the rookie out of Georgia with the sack. So both 1st-round picks, Pierce and Walker, had sacks in this first half.
And the problem remains the same here. Until Christian Darrisaw comes back, Justin School is going to have to get help. And they understood that they had to help him more in this game than they did last time. They rolled the dice on that one and paid the price.
That is the Butkus Award winner. Terrific career in Athens. And that left tackle who's missing, Christian Darrisaw, there on the sideline watching. 3rd and goal. McCarthy escaping and will be tracked down. So this draft instant impact, as James Pierce was one of the 2 there for the Falcons, along with Rook Orororo forcing the field goal.
And that's really what they're trying to do here, Mike. They are playing about 9 guys on that defensive line, keeping everybody fresh. They didn't get those sacks a week ago, and they are coming in droves here so far. And one of the hard parts about playing with a young quarterback is it takes a little while to learn all that. Those guys you have